Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas presents.
I am the tips.
Look out, there's a black woman coming. Ah!
God bless us, everyone.
Can I sing any songs by the Police? Name one. Name a song you want to hear, and I'll croon into the mic, because that's what boom mic arms are for. No, it's funny because, you know, just a couple of weeks ago, well, maybe like a month ago, I don't even know. Time flies now, right? I was on this show criticizing Review Tech USA for having a boom mic arm. Now, the reason I criticize Review Tech is very simple. Review Tech doesn't need a boom mic arm. He literally sits in one place the entire show, watching other people's clips and reacting to them. That's all he does. He literally has no reason to ever move his microphone, okay? Oh, by the way, I have to change the leaderboard. Jasper, you have to go down to the floor now so I can do the leaderboard, okay? Like, he literally doesn't even do anything with it. There's no reason for him to have it. I literally need it. I've needed it for 10 years and never had it. I'm moving back and forth here. I'm playing games. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing different kinds of content. For me, the boom mic is perfect. It's like exactly what you would want. For him, I mean, he could sit there with his mic up his ass and it wouldn't matter. It would sound exactly the same. So, anyway, that's why I need. So let's see. So right now, as you can see, it's in the shot because of the way that it hangs in. It's maneuverable though. Like I could actually have it just go back. See that? And now it's a little better. I could actually have it go up even further back. So now it's out of the shot. But as you can see, now the microphone's further away. And it probably sounds a little different, doesn't it? So I have the ability to adjust at any time. But it's going to change the audio quality as well. Now, of course, there's filters that I can use. There's different levels of audio filters that I can use that would make it sound better or worse, right? So depending on, you know, what we're doing here, we're going to probably be adjusting it for a while. We're going to get it down to a science. What I think I'm going to do is during the podcast and or me talking to you guys for videos, the microphone will be in one position. But then when I go to game, I'm turning over here. So if I'm about to game, I'll do this. And now the microphone is literally right here as I game, which means you guys should be able to hear me pretty well, right? Like it's probably sounding a lot better now that I moved it over here. So here we are. This would be my gaming position as I'm about to game. See? Now how does this look like this? Pretty good, right? So, nice, right? No change, it sounds the same. That's good. That's a good thing. That's an actual good thing if it sounds the same, because that's what you want. You don't want the mic to be stuck in one spot, and then when you move to do gaming, now you can't hear me. So that's perfect. So that's, there you go. You're right. I look like a keyboard player. Like I'm going to start playing the piano. I'll tickle the ivories like Elton John here. All right. So that's good. This is all good stuff. Move it back a little bit here. All right. So we'll be messing with it. You know, we'll be maneuvering it and trying to get it perfect. The only thing I'm concerned about, okay, every single boom mic arm has to attach to your desk. Well, guess what? My laptop desk, in all their wisdom, when they made this thing over a decade ago when I bought it, has a curved edge because they want it to look stylish, so it's curved. So because it's curved, the clamp doesn't perfectly adjust on it. Like, I got it on there real tight, but it might loosen over time. And so it might fall, in which case I'm going to have to readjust it. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like, every boom mic is like that. They all say, oh, works best on a desk that, you know, is like a square end, and I don't have a square end. This new desk is a square end, but this one is the one that I'm moving all over the place. So I don't want to have my boom mic rolling all over the place with the desk. I want it, you know, in a stationary position. So there you go. So, good stuff. Anyway, happy holidays, everyone. I hope that you're all doing well. And I am sure many of you are going to be very busy today and tomorrow. Me as well. After this stream, I'm going to have a nice meal with my wife. Every Christmas Eve, we have a tradition. We order Chinese food. I know that sounds weird, but basically it's a tradition that my family has done for many, many years based off of a holiday Christmas classic, the movie The Christmas Story, or A Christmas Story. If you remember, in the movie, the family is trying to make Christmas dinner, and they got a big turkey that they're cooking and everything, but then the Bumpus Hounds rush in their house and destroy their Christmas meal, and they're left with nothing. They're like, what do we do? Well, what's open during Christmas? Chinese food, because the Chinese don't celebrate the Christmas holiday, so they go to a Chinese restaurant, right? So basically, when I was growing up, my family always went over either my great aunt's house, who she was kind of like my grandmother, or we went over my godparents' house, okay? And we always had Christmas or Christmas Eve there. But after a while, there was some weird falling out in my family, and honestly, I don't even know what caused it. I wasn't involved in it. You know, I was like a teenager, so I don't know what's going on. I'm busy with my own life and stuff. So, in this regard, we needed something else to do. We weren't going to the family's house for Christmas anymore because no one wanted to talk to each other for whatever reason. So that's when on Christmas Eve, we started going out and eating Chinese food every single Christmas Eve. And we did this for many, many years. In fact, it was quite funny, the story. I've told this story many times before, but many of you probably have never heard it. Many, many years ago, when I first started to become a YouTuber, this was the year 2010, I had lost my office job. I was laid off. And I was making a big gamble trying to turn my hobby of being a YouTuber doing gaming videos and turning it into a job. And I tried doing it for about a month or 2 months, and it was completely uncertain if it was going to work, how much money I was going to make, and all of that. And I went on Christmas Eve, went and had Chinese food with my family, and I opened the fortune cookie. Now, here I am in the midst of like a crisis of my life. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to be able to make ends meet? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going to lose everything because I got laid off? And I opened the fortune cookie, and I swear to you, the fortune said, you will not have to worry about money moving forward. And I was like, what? Like, what are the chances that you would get that as a fortune in a fortune cookie? Like, fortune cookies usually are the most generic, safe stuff. Like, really safe stuff. Like, you know, good things come to those who wait, or something generic like that that doesn't mean anything. This one was so specific to me and what was going on with me at this time. And I was like, what? And then it was funny because within a couple of months, I become a full-time YouTuber. I was doing this for a living. I was living the dream. And, you know, I was so grateful. So that was crazy. Now, of course, things have not always been great. There's been ups and downs. I went through bankruptcy and stuff too. But, you know, now I'm in a position where everything's great and things are looking up. I got major upgrades. Everything is looking good. And thank you all for the amazing year. But yeah, so Chinese food tonight, when my wife gets home from work, we're going to order some Chinese food for our traditional Christmas Eve dinner. And then all night, all we're going to do is relax. We're going to probably watch Christmas specials, maybe have a few drinks, have a good relaxing time together. Tomorrow, we got a big day planned. We're going to make a breakfast together. That's going to include eggs and waffles and bacon and all kinds of stuff. And we're going to be eating baked goods, and we're going to be relaxing and having a big dinner with a spiral ham, all kinds of stuff going on for our Christmas. Baptiste said, I wish you had gotten a fortune cookie that said, don't collab with Stuttering Craig. That would have been a good one. That would have certainly been pretty prophetic. Although it's funny because at the time, that was before I had actually attended ScrewTack Gaming Convention in 2013, 2012. It was either 2012, 2013. And that collab worked fine. He had me as a guest, and I had a vendor table. And I was part of the Iron Man of Gaming, event. And did really good in it. I was in the top, the finalists of that and everything. So, there you go. All right, so, there you have it. What I'd like to do is talk about yesterday, because yesterday, a lot came out of yesterday, if you're not aware.